Guardians vs. Guardians. Thanks for the hard work of multiple teams, we delivered several additional to PvP over the past few seasons. These include the launch of competitive division, multiple new game modes, revamp of Trials of Osiris, new competitive and Trials rewards, Fireteam matchmaking improvements, new rotator playlists, PvP specific weapon tuning, several quality of life improvements, and more. However, our hardcore PvP players want more maps, fewer cheaters, and an ever-evolving meta that feels good and to compete in. The most frequent feedback we see is that there is not enough PvP content, specifically new maps. To set expectations, our studio structure is built to support more overreaching updates to PvP like the ones above, rather than focusing exclusively on maps. When we do focus our resources on building new Crucible maps, it comes with a trade-off of multiple teams' bandwidth on work that contributes to a variety of experiences that players also hold dear, such as a new story or exotic mission content. Core activities make up for foundation of the season and new destinations. Similarly, bringing back reprised maps also involves extensive porting to the latest version of Destiny 2, which requires additional resources to ensure that the maps work correctly for multiple game modes and playstyles for years to come. Get that guy out of here. With that said, we have some exciting content coming to PvP this month that several teams have brought to life, as well as an update in our advances in the game security and combat cheaters. To preview the upcoming sandbox shakeups and more details coming next week on the general PvP sandbox gear, ability, balance, and will evolve in Season 22, we have a new Vex network theme map debuting, along with the new Relic 6v6 mode, the gunplay focused checkmate modifier for multiple modes, and new competitive Ascendant Division emblem, and more. Relic Checkmate will both kick off in Crucible Labs throughout the season. We can gather feedback on how they are received. We'll have more and share in the showcase, so let's dive right in. So that's the new map that's going to be coming. Looks pretty cool, like you're going in the Vex network, cyberspace. So the new map's going to be called Multiplex. For our newest PvP battlefield, we wanted to create a asymmetrical map using Vex environment as a backdrop that could work well for multiple game modes, with Vex network playing such as a crucial role in the story during Lightfall's year. We felt now was the perfect time to deliver this map. Although many of us had been thinking about lo-fi Vex map for the Crucible, the challenge of this palette was the possible lack of the orientation of the play space. We thought bringing Mars palette into a Vex network realm would be a great way to mitigate this while adding a Evo active look. Narratively, the space is in the middle of the compiling the infinite forest, so this is what you'll see in action. Watch the footage of this map in the showcase. Checkmate. Checkmate is a modifier where rich primary weapons fight can happen often, and gun skill can be augmented by communication and strong positioning. Primary weapon damage has been tuned to feel different than the rest of the game without being jarring, reducing the gap between the faster killing weapons and the average time to kill. In this general pushing longer range primaries into slower killing profiles, players' health has been increased, all ability cooldowns are lengthened, and special ammunition must be earned via gameplay and not dropped to death. On death. This is the results in slightly longer combat encounters that reward skill and consistency. Checkmate will be available in Crucible Labs from week 5 to week 10. We will start off with 2 weeks of Checkmate Control, then switch it up with 2 weeks of Checkmate Survival, and finally 2 weeks of Checkmate Rumble to finish off the Trials run. For this Season 22, Relic. Relic is a 6v6 party mode where players wreak havoc and destruction on their foes with relic weapons. Relics include the Aegis from the Vault of Glass, the Synatic Spear from the Season of the Risen, the Scythe from the Season of the Haunted. Each player changes their personal relic energy by defeating opponents with their normal loadout. Upon reaching full charge, players can acquire a relic and a relic depot. Defeating relic holders and using relics to defeat opponents earns points for the team. Whereas Checkmate is heavily focused on gunfights, Relic is intended to provide lighthearted gameplay that can be enjoyed by anyone, similar to Mayhem and Team Scorch. Relic will be available in the Crucible Labs from week 1 to week 4, and again in week 11. Until the close of the season, we look forward to hearing your feedback of Checkmate and Relic when they roll out next season. Matchmaking improvements. Dang, we're barely getting into this, guys. Our quests to improve the Iron Banner. We're gonna kind of go through this now. Blah blah blah. We look to improve the matchmaking time, experiences, find upper or lower ends in the skills spectrum. The team is also adding loose fire team matchmaking to the Crucible rotators, including labs to ensure players have similar sizes. Additionally, we'll be tackling the lobby balancing. Blah blah blah. Looking further ahead, we're planning to deliver a new Iron Banner mode for Season 23, along with the Hawkeye Aggressive Frame Strand Pulse Rifle and the newest competitive vision reward. You guys can read through that. Pretty crazy. Some new stuff coming for competitive in Season 23.